A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Woot! Everyone's cameras are correct. Hello! Happy holidays and such is just beginning and all that. Paul, did you see The Last Jedi yet?
No, I did not, so don't talk about it.
Oh, okay. We were just talking about how Kylo Ren went water skiing and jumped a shark, but we'll not touch that anymore.
Shark.
It was the Mandalorian shark.
Yeah, obviously. And it was sand skiing on Endor.
No, it was Kaminoan. It was a Kaminoan shark.
I think it was a Tatooine shark.
A land shark.
I just can't believe how many midichlorians it had.
So many.
Off the chart. There was like no chart.
All midichlorians.
So I was just telling them there's now a new retirement plan thing. We'll be going over that after you guys finish this contract.
Retirement?
Yeah, it's an ongoing project that you do to kind of like downtime actions or something.
Yeah. We're not like replicant. No, we're not retiring us.
I'll retire you when you're 15
Some
minutes
of us.
late. I'll retire you.
Humans get retired that
Hey,
way.
man, I was ready to go at 7. And then somebody was like, I'm not going to make her.
Well,
till
7 for us is half an hour in the future, so I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know why you popped on at 5 going, why aren't you guys ready? And I'm like, oh, because it's not starting for 45 minutes.
No, I was just wondering because nobody had said anything. I was like, hey, is this going to happen?
Okay, cool.
I could go see Santa sit on Santa Claus's lap right now.
I don't want to hear about it.
Talk about what comes up.
Okay, so what happened last time? Oh, we just lost Paul.
You just killed... No, Brian.
Brian's
Paul killed Brian with the joke.
Are you still there? There he is. My cameras go crazy.
That joke was so bad.
So bad, it kicked him right off of the Discord.
There we go.
You're back.
That was weird.
You just timed out or something.
I don't know. Just restarted on me.
Phlogiston disturbance. Phlogiston disturbance.
Yeah, way too many midichlorians. Okay, cool. What happened last week? Do you remember last session? Do you remember we were playing a game called Free Spacer? It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think we got rolled over by a bunch of birdmen. No, wait. A birdman dude who allied himself with rock creatures. And they,
And Flash Gordon showed up.
we kind of stupidly just went along with this guy and got ourselves bushwhacked.
Yeah, you went to this guy named
That's right.
Val Tarnar.
Yeah, Val
we
Tarnar.
wasted him.
And you ended up getting he basically got you. He's like, okay, you should go attack these things. This is a great idea. And then you attack these boulders, and you're getting your butt kicked, and he attacked you from behind, and then...
In hindsight, it was really obvious.
Yeah, well... So the thing about players are dumb. No, that's what I always tell my players, and I don't GM this often anymore. So I mean, I'm dumb the rest of the week around.
I was just following the railroad tracks. I didn't know where it was going to lead.
The breadcrumbs.
Yeah, you were asked to do that. You actually failed a bunch of rolls. That's why you did this guy and notified them and stuff. So yeah, so you guys went into the jungle looking for.
We were role playing, man.
You went into the jungle. Yeah, you were role playing. That was a lot of role playing. So you went into the jungle and you were looking for the Marquita Ruse headquarters. And you got as far as to alert a Marquita Rue agent who is also a guide who guided you into the woods, got you ambushed, tried to kill you, and then you managed to capture him and get away before some shuttles showed up to take you into account. So that's where you are right now?
Yeah, the dice turned around at the very end there. We managed to actually salvage things.
Yes, you managed to actually roll some...
Whatever, I was never worried.
I think you of last week will disagree. You look pretty worried to me. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So let's go through these things. Did you encounter a crew, members of a faction that you have yet to encounter? Oh, yes. We'll do this first. Let's see if we need to do any increase in your associations and contacts and stuff. Okay, so this is one of the sheets. And okay, so last week you met Hosa Sosparada. I think you actually met them the week before as well, because you already have. I think you already have associations with them. I don't know if you met anybody new. The next is, did you gain a contact? Closest you might have gained is you literally took one.
Yep.
So if someone wants to put him down as a contact, they can.
I will. So I can keep contacting him and reminding him.
Okay, his name is... Where is it?
Vol.
It's like
Vol
this.
something.
Vol Tanar.
Vol Tanar. Type. Rival.
Yeah. And if it's a...
Or adversary, probably.
If it's an adversary, or it's probably adversary. If it's an adversary, you get to increase the association you have with Marquita Route 2, if it isn't already such. Which it
Nice.
probably is.
It is now.
Nice.
Marquita. Right on.
There we go. Okay, so
He's on my list.
I don't think anybody made an essential contact. You haven't met anybody like that yet. And you didn't resolve any contacts, did you? Didn't kill them or give up on them. We'll probably do a bunch of that on our first session of the new... Okay, so let's go to achievements.
That's what Paul looked like when we got attacked.
Totally. It's like, what? Okay, so everybody charge your reactor by 1.
Yes.
Did it.
And
Oh, my charge was 0.
yeah, you guys were really
Almost
you
two.
were really ripped up last time. You were using all the charge you could get. Okay, so
I only get 0 at the end of it every session.
I know. That's a good idea.
Well, I have a capacity of 4, so
Just don't do it too early.
I don't tend to run out.
okay, turmoil. Did you guys reshape, change the world around them for the better or worse? Not really.
We killed a bunch of animals.
Yeah, well, you didn't really kill them. Most
I don't
of
think
them
we
got away.
killed that many, yeah.
You mostly just took out this guy. So
Yeah,
and walked
and
around
then-
in the woods
and
and
ran
talked to
away.
some people.
You're not even going to get to fashion your nifty pole weapon.
Oh, that's right. We didn't even succeed at the hunt. That was the worst part.
So
Yeah, did we not? Yeah, we didn't finish off any of them.
No,
No.
because they ran away.
They're way too dangerous.
they were large.
Well,
They were one of
Because
the-
there was like 10 of them.
Imagine what their poo is like. It's probably like big boulders.
So
There's
yes,
like razor blades in them.
they were technically stock characters, but they are a very large size, so they're quite hardy. Okay, did you? And I think this is probably yes for several of you. But did you take a risk to follow your drive?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
I think you did with the excitement of trying to get the blade. You charged into combat with these dudes you shouldn't have. Audie, what is your drive? Bloodthirst.
Bloodthirst.
Did you actually charge into combat, or were you kind of like trying
Oh,
to
I-
walk away?
I wasted that dude.
Okay,
Remember?
okay. Go ahead, put it down.
Okay.
What about you, Zatal?
Mine's curiosity. I honestly, God, it's so long, I don't remember.
I think he did.
Sure, take it. I think actually you spent a bunch of time in the town trying to deal with stuff. You definitely would have for there, but you did go to the woods and stuff where maybe there's probably better ways of doing it. You guys were curious. Cool. Did you resolve social bound with one of the contacts? No, we just discussed that.
Do
Victory.
we get a charge for that?
You get one for the drive, yeah.
Yes.
You get one for each of these. Okay, resolve. Oh, victory. Did you complete any of your contract terms last session? I do not know.
We didn't?
I don't
don't think so.
Did.
No, because we got ambushed.
Because you got ambushed instead of discovering the location of the terrorist base.
Yeah, we're on the last. Yeah.
It's your last and most profitable.
Oh, yeah. It just says discover the location.
I mean,
We
I
don't
guess
have to go
in theory
town.
we captured another Marquita operative, which we do have a bounty for, but
We're going to torture him and find out where the location is.
Yeah, that is true. You did get one. We can write him down on here. If you want. I mean, but if you release him, then you're not going to have him. So I kind of feel like it's a bit difficult to call, you know? But
Well,
we
we
could
could-
pair of
we could-
handcuffs.
Release him and then follow him.
you could do that sort of thing.
He's probably got a tooth filled with cyanide, so watch out for that.
Although that sort of thing would be your easiest. It's too bad you don't have a doctor who could implant like a tracer in him or something.
Oh, yeah. Right in his bumhole.
Okay, so there's a new one on this list called Venture. If a crew member procured shares for their retirement project, get an achievement. So you'll be doing that next time. It allows you to get some at the beginning of contracts, which is kind of nice. Okay, cool. Training. So, if we remember how this works,
Mm-hmm.
let's go back to here actually. Okay, so we can train, which means so you are now on board your ship, but you still need to find this headquarters. It's supposedly down on the planet somewhere, but I mean your information could be wrong, so you kind of need to either lay sight on it or have good testimony that you can trust or something. So you might want to swap your skills around for that sort of thing. Remember, you can only do stuff that's trained, not stuff that you have expertise in. And you have to keep your specialties within their department.
Specialty is the second die, right?
Specialties is the die is on things like anthropology and history, not on the skill.
But specialization is the third die.
No,
Is that right? Oh, no. Okay.
It's untrained, trained, and expertise, and then there are 3 specialty
expertise.
dice on the bottom ones.
Right. Okay, that's what it was. Untrained, trained.
So you can move the trained one, but if there's an expertise die, it's locked in there. So like for you, it's pulse projection and mechatronics. You can't move that trained die because
Right.
that's your
got it.
expertise. That's why you're on board. You're a mechanic and
Mm-hmm.
a
Got it. Can you make something 3? Can you give something 3 die from
No.
the? Okay. Only within that slot.
Yeah,
You can
I mean,
trade.
if you want to be good at something like that, you have to specialize in it a bunch.
Right. Got it.
So if you want to be good at piloting, you're probably not going to be as good as our pilot here, but you might be able to try by putting tons into grav drive.
I'm going to take one away from mining and put it into survey.
Yeah.
I opened the wrong computer again. Twice in a row. Mining and survey. Yeah, do you want me to find it or do you?
No, I got it. I got it.
Sweet.
I think that's what I wanted to do. I could be wrong. Mining 0.
I want to put one in insight. But I don't know where I want to take it from.
Yeah, you always want to do that, but you don't have enough in your social because you're like a double ops.
Yeah.
You could take it out of history
Um,
or gather information. Or research, but people like to look on the internet.
Yeah. I guess I think I'll probably just stay. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Worked
So,
out.
what's the plan? You guys just took off from the planet. You're kind of heading into orbit. You have this dude. He's kind of... what condition is he even in?
He's in pretty bad conditions.
Yeah. He's real beat up, and you basically have him grappled up, and you're taking him with you into space.
Yep.
You just kidnap this guy from a planet.
Ah. Put him in a small box.
So, what do you guys want to do with him? Are you planning on, like, you got any, like, fancy ideas, or are you going to the interrogation?
Dick Bamboo shoots up his fingernails. And then sing really, really bad for a really long time. Until he tells me what I want to know.
What is everybody else? Is that what you guys want to do? Interrogate him?
Play Spice World over and over and over again.
That might take a long time.
I guess that would be a persuasion roll.
To interrogate him, it could be a whole series of stuff to try to get stuff
I'm
out of
gonna-
him.
I'm gonna roll melee to get stuff.
So, or is that what we're doing, or are we doing something else?
I
I think
think
we
we
set
said-
the scene, and I don't know where you guys want.
Yeah, no, I think
Definitely
we
need-
definitely should try to get information out of him. I don't know if I don't know if we want to torture him, but
I think we should go the intellectual way first.
Try the carrot first.
Waterboarding.
Okay, so you're probably on the bridge, Noobdeeb, driving.
Yep.
Okay, so I actually looked. Just a quick aside. I actually looked through my book at a couple places, and realized you can't actually remote control most things very easily because your ship doesn't have like a tachyon comm system built into it.
Oh,
But you guys happen to
forgot
have
that.
the core upgrade, and which means you're basically running like an XN, which is an experimental network that you're using. You would use to do like AI research or all sorts of things. So one of the things you can do with it is create a network and use tachyon things. So it works kind of like your link. It isn't particularly great for that. It's basically a LAN that you guys set up, and it's got tachyon communicators and everything. But the problem is that is a connector into your ship. So when you leave your ship, you can leave that on, and then other people would be slightly easier for them to hack because they don't have to find you or deal with hacking a secure system. They just hack the private system of a LAN. Private systems are easier to hack than secure systems.
gotcha.
Manned ones are even harder most of the time. Anyway, so that's the info I want to give you for future.
Well, I shut that off now.
Yeah.
For your
So you get aboard and you tell the AI to shut down,
Click.
and he shuts it down.
Click, click, click.
Yeah. So pretty much you build this little network and you can set it up experimentally whenever you want. It's really good for like, hey, I can call my ship from far away, but you can't really do that with your launch. So you want to keep your launch within like a ship size away from you. So you just park it over there and then you can grab it.
I just make sure I have a really long password.
Yes. Okay, so that aside, you've rushed upstairs and you're flying out of the. We see the ship like barreling out of the atmosphere at high speeds, out of the greenish yellow planet I believe we're on, and you guys, Paul, you have this guy on the ground. You're
Okay.
in the cargo bay, pointing
Yeah.
your multi-tool at him. And Zatol, where did you go?
Space Swiss Army knife.
What do you mean? Where did I go?
Did you go up to the bridge? Did you stay in the cargo bay with this guy and you're helping
Yeah, no, I'd probably stay with the prisoner.
Audie with the prisoner? Okay. Cool. So,
She
I think
moved.
one of you were actually managing the shields or something to stealth out, right? Who was doing that? Who's the shields to? That was the toll. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
I'm
I
the
wanted.
shields guy. Yeah.
Okay, so you're on the bridge, and Audie's just standing. Basically, he's been holding on and standing there, holding a weapon on this guy's. While you guys are flying off the planet, stealthing away from the
I want you to
shuttles.
move. Please move. Just move a little bit. I'll shoot your face.
Yeah, so he's got his like wing arms behind his head, and he's kind of kneeling on the large deck of your rather empty cargo bay, as you are not much of a merchant set.
Which we weren't really prepared for. We should have put a hold in there, actually.
Yeah, well, you're taking a lot of prisoners.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can go down there. Yes, you do. You're in orbit now. I believe this planet, Finvar, does it have a... Yeah, it doesn't actually have much of a high station at all. So you landed planet side. So you get a message. Oh no, you get stealthed out, so they don't even know you left. So you're just in orbit where and they're like, hey, that ship kind of vanished. That was sitting on the pad like
We ghosted.
20 minutes ago. Yeah, you guys just ghosted out.
Nice.
So you're in like geocentric orbit over top of Finvar, and what are you guys gonna do? You go back down there and gonna interrogate him, or are you gonna let Audie take care of it?
Yeah. Let me take care of it.
I'm just trying to remember, like, how injured is everyone?
Yeah. let's
Good question.
Do a roll call. Okay, so Audie doesn't look damaged at all. Somehow, without patches.
No, I laid waste. I gave it last session. I didn't take it. I gave
Noob
it.
Deeb has a patch, which means he's bandaged up. And
Yep.
oh, Zatol's got 2 patches. You're real bandaged up. So you can get rid of patches and stuff like that, and we can do all that healing. So Audie can stay downstairs and continue holding the weapon on these guys while you go and basically spend some complex materials to heal yourselves. Is that what you wish to do?
Take your time.
You also
Somebody
want to
wanna-
spend supply to swap out armor and that sort of thing if you're going to go back into combat anytime soon. You can wait until you get off the ship, though. That makes more sense.
I need somebody to come up to the bridge and massage one of these patches into my skin.
Gosh.
Yes,
no.
you're basically, you go down to the
Is that how it
biolab
works?
and you're going to
Human.
spend some materials.
Human.
Okay, so
Go.
a patch costs 8 complex materials to remove.
Do we have that many?
Wait,
Oh,
it does?
No, it costs 7. Sorry.
That's on a patch on the ship costs
8.
8, right?
Yeah, a patch on you costs 7. You can't do your ship until you're in a dry dock. So the ship
Oh, that's
has,
right. Yeah, the ship is patched too. Huh?
Yeah, you guys are beat up. So your ship has how much materials?
You
guys have
told me to run into those guys.
You only have 8 complex materials left.
Oof.
Oh, really? God, what did we spend it all on?
That's fine. I'll walk it off.
You can keep the patches.
Yeah.
You can do one of them.
All right, because I have 2 patches, I'll go ahead and get rid of one of them.
As
Okay.
captain, that is your right.
Wow. That's why captains have more debt.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and then restoring the armor. What does that take?
That's just going to take supply, and you just basically buy it again. It costs 1 supply for each armor that you're going to replace. And you can basically do that when you leave. That's part of your EVA suit. Cool. Okay, so you go and you give yourself a little patch while everyone else flies, and you're looking at your amount of materials and stuff left, and they're getting low. You got to finish this mission, like now, like this
Yeah.
session.
Now. Yeah, right.
All right, let's do it.
Your focus is totally screwed, by the way. I just don't. Oh, you just don't have enough light. Okay, cool.
Ooh.
It's fine. So you guys go downstairs, and Vol is there. Who's all in the scene? Just Dottie and Zatol, or are you going to be down there too?
No, I'm flying, managing the sensors.
Yeah, you got to know him enough to make him a contact last time. You're not going to come in and do that sort of thing yet.
Oh, maybe I'll come down later.
Because if you're dealing with one of your contacts, you do get an advantage. Just so you know.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
Let's use all our advantages then. I'll come down there.
Would just mean you'd have to do the roles, and you're not the most social character, so it's up to you.
Oh.
Okay,
Well, then
so he's down there, and he's all, he's a pale white, like, avian, and he's got these big wings, and he's on his knees, and he's super tall, like, still. I think he's as tall as some of your other characters. Let me double check the...
He'll be taller than me.
Oh, yeah, I think your people are quite small.
Yeah. Squat. Wide.
Yes, the Alatis are... they have a tail, and they're around 2.2 meters tall. So
Yeah. That's tall.
pretty tall. That's north of 7 feet.
Yeah.
Crazy other measurements. Okay, so he's kneeling on the ground in the middle of the cargo bay, and what are you gonna say to him? Who's gonna talk?
It's gonna be
Yeah, that's my job.
yes. Tall, for sure.
So, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What is our...
He's kind of just giving you this kind of death look right now, and he's like, just kind of staring you down as you walk up. You're still patched up, and you're probably you probably left your EVA suit up in the upstairs. I don't know, Paul might still be, or Audie might still be wearing his, standing there with his weapon.
Probably. I haven't gotten out yet.
Yeah, you can see like the plate. I think, Audie, your plate's all busted up on your EVA suit, right?
Is it?
Unless did you already replace it? No.
I don't think it was busted at all.
Oh wow, yeah. So you're sitting there in perfectly fine. Your pressure shell is in good condition, and
Yeah.
your suit's actually not that bulky because you don't even have the upgrades or anything. So
I like it light.
yeah. So he's sitting there holding a gun on him. What do you say? He's giving you the look. He's giving you side eye.
Who, me or Zatol?
Either you can talk, but he's giving Zatol side eye.
Yeah.
Because he walked up to him like he's going to say something, and he's just standing there.
I know, I'm like drawing a blank on what tack to take with this guy.
First thing that comes to your mind, man. Just do it.
You can open the doors and tell him you're in Spartacus. Sparta.
Yeah.
Kick him out the door.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a lot of info if you kick him into space, but...
Just make him fear. Get that look out of his eyes. Make him want to live.
Yeah, he looks pretty beat up.
Yeah, he's definitely very beat up.
Like, he's kind of a little bloody. You see, like, the blue blood.
Ask him
with
if he has kids. Okay.
Wow. Somebody really
Yeah,
wants me to pull out the fear rolls, I think. For doing terrible things.
Yeah, my interrogation techniques are very different than Audie's.
It's alright.
I guess I'll just try to just get him talking.
Ask him what he had for breakfast.
Just say something.
Yeah.
He's just looking at you. He's like,
Make him love you, man. Bring him over to our side.
I'll just say, well, that didn't go the way you planned, did it?
nearly did.
I laugh.
I should have probably fought them a little bit for a while until you were totally caught off guard.
Mm,
That would have been a good idea. Better, anyway.
yeah, could have gone differently.
I
Could have
nearly
gone
got
differently.
you. If I was in that fancy EVA suit, you'd be dead right now.
Take it easy. I could beat you without EVA suit, too.
Well, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
So, you taking me back to your corporate overlords?
I mean,
Oh, no. We're gonna do...
you gonna give me a reason not to?
He kind of looks. He's like, my name is Vol Telnar. I'm a member of the Marquis de Rue, and we are trying to save the sector. And that's what I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes quiet.
Rank and serial number, basically.
Pretty much. He's giving you the good old rank and serial number approach.
Yep. Yeah. Like he's trained. Or not trained. But, you know, yeah. Good on him.
You're,
If they give him some incentive here.
You're just standing there in the silence. He's like, well, if you're not going to say anything, can I have a place to sit down?
No.
This deck is uncomfortable.
It's fine.
you're you're pretty injured. Is it just discomfort, or are you is there any injuries that aren't obvious that I should be aware of?
You know how much you beat me up. You almost killed me.
Yeah. I remember where I put my foot. How long have you been with the Marquis de Rue?
I've always been with the Marquis de Rue.
No, so you were born into it.
No, I'm a free person. Every free person
I
is a
see.
member of the Marquis de Rue.
Oh, I see. I see. Because I don't know much about it. I'd like to know a little bit more, maybe.
Yes, well, you should go to a recruiter then.
Why can't you tell me?
I'm not a recruiter. I don't recruit.
What do you do for the Marquis de Rue?
Keep an eye on things, that's all.
What makes you think that we're not free? We're free spacers.
Yeah, it's right there in the name. That's true.
Ah, yes. And the real meat, tasty, fruity is excellent and made of real meat. That's true too, right? I had one of those last week. It's terrible, no real meat in that. Names don't mean shit anymore.
Be surprised, man. It's a pretty good life.
Uh-huh. Well, we're
Beat
gonna
up
make
bad
this
guys.
sector better, so
I don't have any doubt of that. The people who are paying us are paying us to make it bad for you guys, so it's not going to happen right now.
he looks at you and he just kind of scoffs. He says something under his breath about your corporate oligarchy.
Ooh la la.
Do you want to take this alone, Zatal, or he's not going anywhere?
I can talk to him alone.
Okay.
He might want to talk to me.
Well, you have your multi-tool, right, Zatal?
I do.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go up and help New Deep. He's
So-
obviously not responding to me.
Where are you, New Deep? Are you actually up on the bridge, or are you down on the deck?
I was, but I'll make my way down.
Oh, you're making your way down.
hmm
Okay.
So you're gonna kind of let him cool his heels a little bit, or something, or
Yeah, I'm just
You're
gonna
just
leave
gonna
the room. Yeah.
okay? So you probably pull out your weapon and point at him, or are you just gonna let him sit there and hope he doesn't do anything?
No, I'll keep my weapon trained on him if I'm alone with him.
All right. So he kind of sitting there, and you see this small pool of blue, kind of cyan blood start to kind of pool on the ground.
Is it urine? Okay. Blood.
I'm trying to remember if I gave him a checked him medically. Maybe
You know
I
how
did,
beat up he is. You can basically patch him, but he's not gonna bleed out. If that's what you're asking. He's just beat up and bleeding
right.
on things.
That's okay. He can bleed a little bit as long as he's not gonna endanger dying.
So you sit there, you're just holding your gun on him for a little bit. New Deep comes down. It's pretty quick.
Mr. Nar,
That's
Have they-
Tanar.
sorry about that. How have they been treating you?
It's been quite boring. They don't really seem to know what they want. This your crew?
No, but I acknowledge when someone skillfully pulls one over on us. I thought what you did earlier was pretty clever. Just wanted to make sure you knew that. Give you my kudos.
Kind of just, he looks at you and he's like, yeah, I don't really need your... Gives you that look of not really needing your approval.
Yeah, I know. I understand. But look, what we want is really easy for us to get. But
What do you want?
we need to know where we can find your people.
I just told them. My people are everywhere. All the free people are members of the Marquita Room.
No. We want the people.
I do not know what you mean. What do you want?
Where's the base?
Ah, see, this is why I stopped you in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought you might be looking for that, and I didn't want you to find it. Why would I tell you now?
Because we can make it hurt a lot for you in the getting.
Sometime one must bleed for their freedom. Whether that blood is red or cyan. Or
Sometimes these
green.
things... Often it's better to let that happen slowly, though. Not all at once. Are you familiar with the Seekers of the Return?
Seekers of the Return. I'm trying to remember who those are.
It's the church. They're like anti-technology.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Anti-gate guys. My character's actually a member.
That's right.
Oh, let me look at the campaign setting. I have to remember stuff about this. We haven't played in a while. Ah, yes, the Seekers of Return. He's like, yeah, what about them?
Well, they share some similar goals to you, to your people.
No, they don't.
No? Well,
No, we're looking for freedom.
as they are, freedom from the
We want to make this a...
terrors of the gate technology that it brings from far off, strange places.
He rolls his eyes at that. The Marquis just wishes to seize control of the gates for our own democratic sector, where the planets are places for the free people to colonize and build a new life.
Mm-hmm. And do you think it's easier to just go out and grab them, or might it not be easier to do it slowly over time?
Once
your
your
people in power.
corporate oligarchs get their hooks into the sector, it'd be almost impossible to get rid of them. We have to cut the cancer out while we can.
No, I don't know. I'm a member. Our people are...
The Seekers are red herring. They don't do anything.
All right, well...
Have you heard about their churches in the core? They're not doing so well.
Well, perhaps not. So that's a long way away. Information changes. Whoa. My camera's really wrecked.
It's fine. So, are you trying to intimidate him or try to get him on your side? What's your tact here? What are you actually?
I'm just trying to be friendly. Just trying to be friendly with him.
So he's just talking to you about that. He doesn't seem interested in your crazy church. He's more interested in his people's movement.
I guess what I'm saying is that, you know, us corporate dogs often have our own belief systems that we follow, maybe to lesser or greater degree than others.
Yes.
I'm saying maybe we don't need to be the ones doing the persuading here. Maybe you should persuade us.
He's like, even if you want to leave, you can't leave. You're tools of Zooey Musk.
But maybe we shouldn't leave. Maybe we would be in a very good position where we are.
Kind of looks at you. Okay, if you're gonna lie to him and try to make it so that you guys are really go rogue, if that's your thing, we can roll some dice on that front.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be very believable.
That is a performance test.
Zatar, you should be doing this.
Yeah, well, you said you wanted to, so you're doing it. Okay, so you are using... He is a contact of yours, so you get a +1 advantage. You can spend charge, if you want, on Marquis de
Good idea.
which would give you 2 more dice.
Total 2 more or 3?
2 more plus the advantage you already have for him being a contact.
Really? So
3.
So I'd have a total of 5 dice?
You have a total of 5 dice, yes.
I'm doing it.
Doing it!
This is performance?
Yep.
Oh my
And the
God.
difficulty is... Seven.
Holy crap. 7.
Whoa, guy's resilient.
Well, he's resilient, and the thing you're asking him is pretty hard to believe. So
I think he needs pain again.
Comes
that's the thing. I was like trying to think of something more plausible that maybe wouldn't have a 7 difficulty, and I don't know.
Negative
I'm just gonna blank today.
4.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
All right, I'll go back to the bridge.
No.
Okay, I need to take
Wow.
out jars and figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I need to consult the oracles here on this front and figure all this out. So first things first. Let me look at this one thing.
He makes me cry. I break down. I tell them my passwords.
And the thing is, also spending a chart. I only would have had one more die than you doing that. So.
Oh yeah, I have to spend a charge. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Why? You had 5 dice. That's pretty good. 5v7. You should have. You had a good chance of succeeding.
Yeah, I should have done better.
You failed on every die except 1 or
Jeez.
2.
I'm getting all the bad dice out of the way for you, Paul.
4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so there's 10 bucks. 10 dice in the cup already.
10 dice? Oh my god.
And you get 1 extra in the cup. And yeah, so and then I have to choose what's gonna happen. Sorry, I'm just aghast at a -4 rolls. Start the game off this week.
Look, it happens. It happens. It could happen to anybody. I don't usually roll this bad, baby. You gotta believe me.
Okay, so he looks at you, and he looks you directly in the eyes, and he says, "The Marquis de Roux shall bring freedom to the galaxy." And his face kind of goes up, and these green veins kind of go out of his mouth, and then this foam starts coming out of his mouth, and he drops over dead.
What?
Damn it. You just killed my contact.
Yeah. Hey, you're going to get an extra charge next week.
What? Oh,
Because you resolved the contract.
Yeah, that's resolved.
Resolved him. You resolved him. You actually dissolved him because he's slowly dissolving on the deck.
Dissolved. There, I added that.
So you'll remember. Okay, so yes, he has committed suicide and is dying.
Yeah. And is dying, not dead. Save him!
It appears my interrogation skills leave something to be desired.
Okay, so you have a body of someone in front of you with his gear and whatever he had on him. What do you want to do with this dying individual and your attempt to investigate gone awry?
What do we do, guys?
So you go upstairs, and then if you're paying
down.
attention to the feed from them at all, there's a conversation you might not be paying attention to because you're in the elevator, and all of a sudden he drops over dead, and you're like, what the hell?
The hell just happened?
I just talked him to death.
Oh man, he went Duke Leto on you?
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, we could try and track down his family to deliver the bad news. We might be able to find information from his family.
Well, let's look on his purse. Look on his purse and see if he has any. Maybe he has a card that says Marquis de Roux.
Yeah.
Where to find us? That's seriously though. We need to do some detective work probably. Let's dig some dirt under his fingernails and.
Maybe he wrote the address on his wrist. Check that before it dissolves.
Yeah. Well,
can we like hack into his gear or whatever?
Yeah, you can do all these things. We're doing basically an investigation thing. You have a dead body now rather than a person, and we'll basically be doing this project now.
Yeah. Okay,
investigation time. Okay, so this is gonna take a little bit of time because of things. It's a convoluted number of milestones. You get 7 milestones.
Oh.
Okay.
And so you'll get a bit of information out of him. You can do things like sensor analyst to figure out what sorts of things you can do, or what sorts of like chances you have for clues. And you can do other things are researcher, but that might come up with some things. Medical examiner, that seems really appropriate. Interview, yeah, that didn't go well already. Mechanic, maybe. Programmer, definitely. There's also astronavigator and surveillance. Those seem kind of pointless. Cool. So, and actually, I'm gonna say there's that much stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's 5 milestone. You'll probably be able to do it with 2 tasks. So,
Well,
this is
I can
actually kind of hard though.
5 milestones.
It is 5 difficulty.
Wow.
Well, I can analyze the mess that he left behind with my survey sensor.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
perception and analysis.
Yeah, it's
Or-
probably survey might make sense, but analysis would also make a lot
It's
of
the
sense.
same. It's the same role. I don't know. Survey.
Survey makes more sense because you're actually just trying to detect what's there. You're not trying to like
Okay.
analyze
And
the individual thing.
I have a mod for that in my scanner, so I'll do that. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you
See,
And the difficulty is 5.
I'm gonna blow my last charge on this already. Yeah.
Jeez, wow.
You get 2 more.
You should roll good this time.
I'm gonna try. And 5 threat.
Yay.
Yay. Okay.
I didn't get my charge back. Damn it.
You did not get your charge back, no.
What do I gotta do?
Hey, be happy.
Okay.
I just have to remember these things. So to remind us, task outcomes. A success like you have is 3 milestones. A basic success is 2 milestones. And a fail or consequences, like a -3 or a 0, is 1 milestones. So you
So I
always
got
get at
3?
least 1 milestone. So you got 3 milestones.
Nice.
So
I'll let you guys mop up here.
yeah, we'll just use a little space here to keep track. I'll just do it right here on the top of the sheet. Okay. Text. And 3 out of 5. Okay, so you detect he does have a device. He has his normal device. It's like a little. It's not a full link like your guys's. It's a small cheap device at biotech level. Individuals who are who are integrated into the galactic community, they'll have these little like basic data flow interfaces allow them to log on to LANs and access like terminals and stuff. It's not even really a full comms. There is a small bulkier comms that he does have. These are obviously, like just with your scan, you discover these are obviously issue from the Safari Guild that he was working for, the one that brought you there. He's all wearing Safari outfits. It's all seems perfectly legitimate. It has the same sort of stuff on it that you would expect. The most interesting thing, though, is when he dissolves, there are 2 pieces of equipment that are discovered inside him, revealed. He has an internal, like, link system.
No.
All right. Well, I want to hack it.
Use.
Yeah, I'll hand that over to our hacking captain.
What? Just nasty.
Our Hapton. Hacked him? Hackapapatin?
All right.
So everything on this project is just has a 5 difficulty.
Yeah. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
2 hits.
So, you hack into that thing. Quite well. I can just delete this because you guys succeeded the project. Got all the milestones. So
Ka-ching.
you hacked into the device. You do a big data dump on it. You don't gain full access or anything. Hacking rarely lets you actually do that. You basically you tear all the info out, and you basically build a database out of it. And it's pretty obvious what's going on just from that. You don't have to do a full research of it or anything to figure out what's going on. You have a location in the jungle. You have coded messages going back and forth. Basically, it's a lot of observation data. He sees these people, sees those people. These people are moving around. There's acknowledgement of your existence that he sent, and there's responses. And because you were coding it particularly, and the way you did the data dump, you actually see that the responses happen at a regular time period, but it's not like hourly or daily. It's like a coded period of time. So like the period of time changes on a very specific interval. So instead of happening at the same time every day, it happens late or early by a certain number that kind of matches like the golden curve. So it's hardcore spy shit. So like he would ignore any other messages that came in at different times. And he sent his messages all sorts of times, but they were actually bundled up and sent at another one, which is like the 3D opposite of the time the next message was supposed to go off. So this guy was a spy, which is why he had, kill me drugs, and why he had such a difficult to investigate kind of setup going on here.
And why he thought he could try and kill us all at once.
Well, yeah, he actually he did a pretty good job on Zatal. Like, Zatal was wearing had chosen as badly as Adi had chosen in his body armor, Zatal would be probably close to dead, if not dead right now. Like, if he would have chose a pressure shell and stuff instead of armor. So, yeah. Yeah, so this guy's was a spy, and you have access to... you have a location in the jungle that you can investigate. It's not too far from the general vicinity of where you kind of detected, although you didn't actually get to scan them because they were scanning you. But it makes sense that those shuttles probably came from that location. Like, you couldn't identify that location before this, but now given the location, you're like, hey, yeah, those shuttles were kind of in that direction, I think. The base there's a couple things that makes it obvious when you, like, compare those to the planet, that the base is underground. Like, it's coming right from the base of the ground where... Yeah. Because it's because you're using 0-point tech, the point where the data flow is being accessed and the tachyons being sent from is underground. So, most of that info is actually available on his device. His device was kind of sophisticated. So you can still salvage all this if you guys want to do a little salvage task, and maybe gain some materials that you might use to heal yourselves.
Yeah.
So let's see what you have in general. You can do multiple things expanded if you have, because you have some stuff on your hold that is basically salvage is waiting. Some of it will take too long, which is why you didn't do it. But others you might be able to do. Let's see what you got. Yeah, you don't have time to do the shuttles and stuff. The exploded explosives?
Exploded explosives.
And you have a keyhole comm unit that you're going to be able to use. Yes, his unit that you can tell is also a keyhole, or was. You had to tear all the info out of it. it still can work that way, but it's not going to be as useful. So I think the only thing you're going to have is him, and you could maybe add these exploded explosives to it. I don't know. What the hell are the exploded explosives? What does that mean, Paul? You're the one who wrote that. That's your kind of nomenclature.
I didn't.
You
write
did.
it.
I can tell.
What?
I mean, I guess that would be from the elevator.
Or was that you, Slater?
That wasn't me.
Where was this written?
On the ship sheet.
On the ship sheet.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what it is.
Where?
On the cargo list.
Cargo, exploded explosives.
It's got to be from the elevator. But
What the heck was that?
The elevator.
I haven't written anything on the shit sheet.
the space elevator that we investigated,
Yeah.
That was the first one?
What did we find there?
I mean, that was what we did before actually going down to this planet.
Is it supposed to be unexploded explosives, maybe?
No, I think it was evidence. I think we found...
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's just some stuff.
I think
Okay,
it's just junk that we found at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever we took from the space elevator.
Okay, so you guys get to do...
Explode.
for this character, you'll have 3 stations to try to build up some reserve to buy stuff with. So the way this works is it's a project. Like we got... Whose cat is that, by the way?
It's my cat. He's freaking out. Really wants attention.
Your cat is very cute. His cat's super, like, cuddly. It's hilarious.
Come on.
Okay. So, he is biotech, so he's significant tech levels, so that makes him a significant worth. He's a tech level biotech. And it will take... It'd take about 15 minutes to do this, so it's not a big deal. It would take several hours to do those shuttles, which is why they're still sitting in your cargo bay. And because he's a regular, you get to do 3 stations for him. If we're probably not going to do those exploded explosives, because I think you guys wanted those for something.
Gosh, I want to say...
If you want to add them, we can switch it up to 4 stations and just do all of it.
Do it all.
Okay.
All or nothing.
So we're going to delete this. So modify it. Oh, it's a weird sheet. Okay.
Can you hear him purring?
No. Although I'm sure it's extremely cute. Okay. So you guys get 4 stations. That means each of you can do 1 thing and 1 person can do 2. And the sorts of things you can do is harvesting organic components. Mining, which is not appropriate in this situation. Well, it kind of... Yeah, mechanics is. You can do some labor. You can do some programming kind of stuff where you basically tear apart things to get hyperdiamond pieces and that
like
sort of thing.
Code, you mean?
No, it would be to... You're basically going to strip code from the hyperdiamond to be able to, like, reuse it.
Oh,
So, like, at this scale, you're basically talking... It looks like part of a RAM chip or something, almost. Except it's slate gray and has a tendency to glow with stuff when it's activated.
Cool.
And it's basically made of hyperdiamond, which is the... Diamond is carbon that's crystallized. Hyperdiamond is carbon nanotubes in a crystalline formation, and it's like a super dense material, which is why it can anchor zero-point technology, which is written directly on space-time, and then you anchor it to these things.
And make space elevators, of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
You can
for sure.
Control
Carbon
space elevators
nanotubes.
with it. Oh, yes. The carbon nanotubes are used for that, but you don't use hyperdiamond for that, because it's too valuable. And okay, so... you can do like harvester stuff, which is usually biotech and that sort of thing, mechanic stuff, programmer stuff, some general labor. So let's do the... So, who's going first?
What kind of task is the programmer stuff?
Inscription usually. I don't tell you exactly the task you have to do. Instead, I tell you the type of station you're doing, so you get a general idea without me like dictating you have to use a particular skill exactly. But yes, for this, it would be probably inscription code or field dynamics. No, it would be inscription code. Yeah,
So that was.
for most of it.
And sorry, go over the other ones really quick again. Sorry.
Material science is mechatronics. Material science is appropriate often for the mechanic role. Archaic technology for other things, but not here. Mechanics not here because it's a guy and his stuff. And
I'll do the mechatronics one.
And bioscience is agriculture sometimes appropriate, but in this case it would have been biomechanics. Other things that might be appropriate would be you can also just do general labor, like using strength or whatever to move stuff around, but it's not really appropriate here because it's not like a bunch of different stuff. So he's not large. It's not like you have to move and sort things. So,
I can try the biosciences, biomechanics, but Captain might be better at that.
No, you go ahead and do that, and I'll do the code, and then Audie will do the material sciences.
And then we'll have to come up with one more, but let's do those first. So, who's first?
Not if I roll really well.
No, you get to do 4.
Oh.
And it increases it. So if you guys all roll like fucking like crazy 6s and stuff,
difficulty's
you'll just be getting more shit.
5. Difficulty's 5.
So the difficulty is where is it? Oh, it increases for each task. That's why I'm asking who's first.
Oh.
So the first task is ordinary 2 difficulty. Second is 3rd, 4th, and if you fail, it goes back down to 2.
Okay, so because I only have 3 dice on this, I might want to go early because it'll be easier, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I guess. I only got 4 in mechanics, material science.
I don't have a lot in any of these, so.
Is it greater than 3 or less than 3?
Less.
You can't use charge.
You should go first.
If you're only rolling 2, then you should roll first.
You can use your charge and development kit if you want.
I don't have any charge left.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Gotta get charge.
It's money that you're making here.
It's the reason for the season. Oh. Well, it's still at 2. That's a good thing.
Dope. All right.
Okay, so by the way, the worst outcome you can get is if you get a -3, or I buy it up to a -3, you've ruined everything that's left, and you just have to stop. So I'm putting 1 in here,
fine.
And is it 0? Yeah.
Do I get an advantage because I had this guy as a contact? Just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, unfortunately.
I'm
I was
kidding.
almost going to give it to you, and I'm like,
Sure.
Okay,
like, that's dumb.
so your difficulty is still 2, by the way. There we go. That's 2.
Did that work? I didn't hear the beep. There we are. Cool.
Okay, so you get 2 successes. Despite your rolling of a 1, you rolled a 10 and a 6. Okay, nice. Cool. So Audie gets to go, and your difficulty is now 3. So you managed to extract a bunch of materials from his body, his large amount of body. You get all these biomaterials, that sort of thing.
Goop. I just scoop up all the goop.
He had a couple augmentations probably to allow you to harvest the materials from. Audie.
Okay.
You're doing the material sciences, trying to grab some stuff from it.
Yep. Okay.
Difficulty is still
2 successes. Huh?
Oh, you said 2. I didn't see it pop up. I didn't hear it either. Weird.
Yeah,
okay, so 2 successes. So that goes up to 4. Okay, so you get 1 more task. So, doing the code again would be kind of weird, because basically what happened last time is you basically destroyed any chance to do any more inscription. right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much what it came down to is your initial drain of data dump of it scrambled the hell out of it, and it's really hard to get anything out of this. So we get one more task, and it's at a hard difficulty. And who wants to do it?
Not I.
It's a toll you need to redeem. You need to do it. You need to get a win.
Don't mind trying, but what is it? What kind of task is it?
You can. Yeah, material sciences and stuff would probably make the most sense for what he's got left. Biomechanics would also make sense.
Didn't we already do biomechanics?
Yep.
Yeah, but you didn't fail on it. You succeeded.
Or I could. It's up to you. I could do the material again if you want.
Right. You could probably. I mean, the mining kind of things don't really make a lot of sense for this. So, you could research through his database to see. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Never mind. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be either biomechanics or material sciences. Choose.
Well, I've got 3 dice in biomechanics.
Go for it.
Yeah, I only have 2.
So difficulty
Alright.
is 4.
I'll try to go for the extra extract.
What?
Extract.
Yeah, so you when you were going through it, you discovered that he had certain amounts of implants in another part of his body. And let's see
And
if
I
we can
could
get
I
to
could
know
spend a
which.
charge if somebody wanted to give me charge for what? I don't think
Your
I have
biochem
anything.
kit could do it, and it would be your sampler.
I don't have
that you
anything in that.
So
Never mind. It's 5, you said?
I said 4 difficulty.
4? Okay, I can do this.
Do what?
Oh, okay. So I am. That's like the end of that. The materials are pretty much destroyed. So you guys get to spend 4 points on a certain amount of materials. So it was significant. So every point could get you 2 complex materials, because I know that's probably what you want, because you guys are kind of poor on that right now.
Mhm.
Or 4 supply. So you could get 8 complex materials. Is that what you want?
We're like running low on them, so right.
Okay. So somebody add
Okay.
8 complex materials on there, and we will get on with things.
Captain.
Done.
Okay. So you've dug through all that, and you extracted both from the bomb explosions. You extracted materials from that because there was lots of. It was a biological explosive. Because most explosives are biotech, and so you extracted from that and from this unfortunate individual's augments. Okay. You have proffered from your murder, and you now know where to go. What do you want to do?
Accidental murder.
Are you going to go check this place out? Or just use this as a location to give them and hope that it's good enough?
Well, that's what our contract was, right? I mean,
Yeah, don't we think this is good enough, or
You
do we need
think
eyes
it's
on?
good. You
We should
might
go-
want to scan it to prove
Yeah, make
that
sure.
it is okay.
Yeah, I think we need to confirm. I think maybe we message, them and tell them
tell them where we were. If we don't come back, in
we
2
found
hours,
a potential
send
site
help.
and we're
The
going
thing
to
is-
investigate.
The thing is, if we do that, we might let them know, right? Like, we don't know if the comms are secure.
You just also met a spy
Yeah.
that was pretending to be a member of House Soprata.
Yeah, he probably already tipped him off. I'm guessing.
So
Well, maybe.
you can go check it out and make sure, or you can leave. It's up to you guys.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go check it
What?
out.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So you're
it's a
saying it sounds
predictable
exciting,
thing.
or it's super curious? You're very curious about this. Is what you're saying?
I'm saying we got 1 session to do this.
We're
Okay.
doing it.
So, are you just going to land your ship directly there, or are you trying to stealth up to it? You scan it from orbit. You're going to land at the door and try to walk.
Run out with my gun shooting.
I think we try to stealth down and scan.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to scan from the ship, or are you going to land and look around? Let's see what we can see. You're probably going to scan from the ship first.
We're gonna
scan from the ship first.
All the way there.
Okay, so let's. Okay, so Noob Deeb, you nose the ship down into the atmosphere above the location of the detected location of the place of this supposed base, and you head on down towards the planet.
Somebody else has to do the shields, though, the holo projectors.
Is this the same planet? No.
Yep. You're going back to Finvar. You guys
right, it's in the jungle, right?
Yeah. You're just basically heading directly down and towards the jungle. The jungle.
Then if we see any of those rock creatures, we need to blast it from our ship before we
the ship. Blow them out.
Okay.
No, this is a blaster fire, right? This is a small arms fire.
Like nuke them from orbit.
We totally deserve one of these spears.
The only way to be sure.
Okay.
Man.
So, you need to roll on this front there, Captain.
Roll it!
Keep us secret, keep us safe.
And the difficulty is... remember using the ship's shields.
Right, I just realized I need to look at the ship and... Oh, we got some charge on the ship. That's good.
Yeah, and the difficulty is 6.
Six. Oh my gosh.
Alright, so I will use one ship charge. And that would be the holo projector. Alright, this is 6 on 6.
6 on 6 action. Okay. So you fly down towards the planet, and everything seems to be fine.
No.
No problems here. Everything's good.
Is that a failure?
That is a failure, yes.
That's a failure.
Okay. Meet or beat. I mean, come on.
Just trying to keep things interesting.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of that interesting lately.
It's not a bad failure. It's not like a really bad failure, though, right? It's kind of like just a normal failure.
It is a normal failure, yes. I can up that to a bad failure. I have a few.
Oh yeah, you could, right?
I am just looking to see what we are doing here. Where the hell stealth is on my thing.
You might as well just burn them all right now. Just destroy our ship. Go for it.
Okay, so... yeah. You guys run into a squadron of shuttles who are firing on you as you speak. You recognize these shuttles very quickly. They're green, look like they submerse.
Mm-hmm.
And
makes sense.
One group is pretty much off your bow shooting at you.
Makes sense.
So, I think we're defending ourselves in such things.
We could probably leave now, since we know that this is the right place.
We need to get scanned confirmation, or...
You pretty much need a scan to be able to prove that it's there.
Yeah.
You have some data that suggests that he was sending messages there. If you go there and there's one guy in the woods with a shuttle squadron who was sending messages further down, you're going to be kind of crap.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Then you lose 300 RV. Okay, cool. So, you're being shot at. What are you guys doing?
Shoot back!
So, everybody basically, for StarCraft...
we gotta remember how this works.
Flight, everybody takes a station.
Right.
Tell me where that station is. And if you try to use a different station than the one that you're in, by like moving between stations and stuff, it makes it harder on you.
All right.
So usually the person monitoring shields and stuff would be doing, would only do that kind of thing. So unfortunately you have just failed stealth. So you're going to be dual wielding if you need to defend yourself with shields. So the pilot could instead maneuver and try to dodge, evade incoming fire.
I think that's what I want to do.
So the stations are sensor analyst. So if you wanted to get that scan and get the fuck out of there, one of you could do that. Pilot, if you want to dodge incoming fire, one of you could do that. Shield engineer, if you want to deflect the incoming fire, one of you could do that.
I can do that.
Gunner, if you want to shoot at those dudes, then you're doing that. It's going to be a lot harder if you do things like use the same equipment twice. If anybody uses the same equipment twice, it's harder in the same round. So this is the same round you basically failed your stealth. That's the problem with failing stealth. There's also damage control allows you to fix things. Like patch your ship. Cool. Okay, so what's the plan? Remember, order matters if you're doing things like firing on the same time on multiple things, but that doesn't happen as much in space because it's a weapons array. It's kind of all encompassed. So, are you guys going to dodge or are you going to use your shields?
I think shields so that I can scan, right?
Shields. What do you have on shields?
Yeah, that's
that you?
That's me.
Okay, so you're just going
does
to
that
take
make sense?
Disadvantage, but you can still do it. They are firing. I said they were firing on your bow.
Yeah, because
you were flying in forwards probably. So that's good. You're not damaged there at all.
No, I said flying backwards. I said, Captain, going
really? Because
backwards.
the stern is you got like full of patches. It's just so patched up. It looks like a quilt that your grandmother made.
do not let them. Do not keep the stern pointed away from them at all times for sure.
Okay, so you guys are flying in forwards. They basically popped out of the woods and fired directly on you,
Right.
And you guys can do whatever you want. So you're gonna scan, and you're just gonna keep. You're not gonna change where you're flying. You're gonna scan.
Yeah.
You're gonna
so maybe.
defend.
Can I do 2 actions?
Not really. So what it is
So how about Adi goes first and takes a shot at them, and then we'll figure out what's next.
Sure.
Okay.
So pretty much what happens is you can only really go twice if I basically make you. So if he already went because he was doing the complex task where you have to actually roll dice, you're doing a standard task of stealthing. You didn't have to roll, so that's your simple task of flying straight there wasn't a big deal.
Right.
If you had described flying through the jungle to give him an advantage on his stealth task, then I would have been like, oh, okay, that's a thing. And I would have had you roll, and then you wouldn't have been able to also scan.
Right.
But I can make him do his defense, which he's basically already done his thing. So he's already gone first. There's 2 of you who can go. So you guys said Adi's going to shoot back?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you're using your pulse array.
Pulse projection?
And that's pulse projection artillery.
Artillery, yeah.
And your pulse array has a space targeter, which is good for targeting other vessels and that sort of thing. If you were trying to shoot on the base, that would have been the surface targeter that you don't have points in. So you can spend a charge on that, or you can leave the 2 charge for like defense or scanning. I think your action seems a little distracting, so you might not want to bother spending. It's up to you, though.
Yeah, I think let's leave it as is.
Okay. It is just one shuttle squadron of 4 shuttles in Delta formation. So they're coming ripping towards you. They popped out of the jungle, and you're firing at them.
Yep.
So roll away.
Threat?
The threat is 4.
4. Okay. Because there are 4 of them. 2. I shot down 2. No, what does that mean?
Nice.
2 successes. Okay, so you you hit them pretty good, and you're taking out their armor.
Bam! Don't get cocky, kid.
Cool. Okay, you're gonna scan their new Deeb,
Yes, sir.
our sensor analyst. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, just give me a second.
So I think you're doing analysis because you're actually trying to pinpoint the location that you already have. Because you already have
Right.
locations, you're just trying to scan like below the surface to try to see the shapes of like buildings and underground facilities or whatever it happens to be.
So if the ship had a...
Depth
had
analyzer
a
mod,
depth analyzer.
you could totally use that. Yes.
Yeah.
You?
So that gives me... Oh, do we have a charge that I can burn on the ship?
You have 2 charges on the ship. Do you have the ship sheet open?
I don't, because I have to roll off of my character sheet, don't I?
You can have both open. But yeah.
I don't have 2 monitors set up right now. So
Okay.
I can't.
I can spend it for you then. Okay,
Thank you.
point spent. That gives you 2 points on depth analyzer,
Yes.
2 dice, and the difficulty is 6. Hidden base.
Those shields better hold. Sorry, what was the threat? 2?
6.
6? Oh my god.
It's
Wow.
a hidden base underground.
I like 2 better.
Of course you would.
Yes.
Hey, there's a 2.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Let's not get blown up now.
Let's look at the...
Captain, I have confirmation. The base is below the surface.
Yes, so you detect a base there. You don't get a full
Now they're evacuated.
scan of everything. You just you find where the door is. There's a hidden door in the jungle on this
What
side.
door?
There's a whole variety of things. There's like a bunch of rooms, shapes that you get, and you see an iris opening and shuttles coming out.
More
Second
shuttles.
squadron of shuttles is leaving.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Maybe send that information.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
So you have the info you need. You know they're the base. You have that info. You don't have a lot of data on it. You don't know how many people are there or any of that sort of stuff. You would have gotten that if you would have rolled 1 more success.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
gotta rub it in like that.
Anyways,
Why you gotta cut me like that?
because the pain makes you feel alive. I mean, what? Anyway, so yes, you have identified it. You know they're coming from there because these are their shuttles. The location totally matches up. You have multiple data points that point to it. You know that they have a shuttle exit and at least 1 door entrance, like on foot entrance, and they're both kind of hidden underground. There's a water source quite near the shuttle door as well.
I've
And
color
that's
coded
pretty much-
everything.
Good man.
So
little flags.
that is
at
that
each
round.
entrances.
At the end of the round, nobody did anything about the people shooting at you. So you need to defend with shields.
Yes. Yes.
So difficulty is 4 + 1 for the multitasking. So
Paul did
5.
Paul did something about
Well, I
that.
shot back.
He shot them.
We didn't take any evasive maneuvers or shields or anything that he's saying.
Yeah, you didn't do anything to dodge the incoming fire.
Yeah, that's the problem when your pilot is your sensor analyst.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I said I could have done shields, but
Yeah, you could.
let's
But then
take it.
you would have still had the 1 extra difficulty because that equipment has already been used.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I thought the captain was on shields.
yeah, that equipment
Yeah.
was used by the captain.
I am. Okay, so if I spent charge, that would be
Oh, it's kinetic deflectors.
okay. We don't have anything in that anyway, so
Yeah, they're
okay.
they're firing missiles. There's like a spread of
Oh.
missiles. It's the same ones you're dealing with underwater. They're like a torpedo combination. Ow! Okay, cool.
Well, we're
the
not
part where I
getting back.
drain your books.
We're not out of dodge yet.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so
Don't we have like a big tennis racket this ship has? that, Like, hit him back.
no.
Futurama.
I played with the allowing hit backs with every attack for a while, and it was just complicated and irritating. So pretty much, even if, yeah. So you're going to take. You basically are taking damage to the armor on the bow of the ship. That's your best choice. So.
Who's in there?
The difficulty is tech levels. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2. If they spend, raise it. I'll just leave it. They're getting reinforcements. Cool. So you guys took some damage. Your shields on the front of the ship are being scorched. What are you going to do now? You have scanned the location. A second shuttle squadron is joining the first.
Yeah.
And they're both pretty much coordinating to attack you.
We should.
At different sides. One's continuing his fire on the front, the other one's pulling up around your
They're gonna shoot us
starboard side.
Jump to light speed.
Are you going to fly on out of there? Is that what their first action's going to be? You trying to get the hell out of there?
I think we need to get the hell out of here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Punch it, Chewie.
Mhm.
Oh wait, that's me.
So, how do you revert? Do you just fly out straight? That will leave your stern exposed? Or are you going to try to fly out in a different direction? You can. It doesn't change anything. I just need to know.
Well, if our stern exposed is a bad thing, then I don't want to do that.
Your stern, we were just talking about it, has 3 patches.
No shields.
It's got shields.
It's all patched, so
Oh, I see.
we don't want to take. It also has like our grav drive, so
It's got everything in it. Yeah.
we're gonna need that.
Yeah, you guys might reconfigure your ship next time. Your starboard side, unfortunately, also has
Alright.
1 patch and is where
So-
you guys live. So
So
it has full armor in it. You have full armor everywhere except your bow.
So this is our stern here, and it's exposed at this side.
Your stern is your back end.
Oh, it's back
normally,
end. It's
and your
back
bow
here.
is your front, and then your starboard is your right. Starboard, like right, is the long part, and left is port.
All right, and so the enemy ships are coming at us.
From your bow and starboard side now.
Oh, bow and starboard side.
Yeah, they
So-
basically came right at you, and one just kind of came up
So
from the
this way.
base.
Like this way.
Yeah.
So I need to.
You could just back out pretty much directly into space.
Beep.
Or I could just go straight up.
Yeah. You
It
could
is
just
not.
drop your stern directly into space and propel yourself directly out. But that means you'll probably be hitting your bow. Yeah. You can go sideways up,
Yeah.
pointing your port and your... Either way, they're going to hit your bow. So you're basically backing into space.
Can't I do a spin maneuver? Keep it moving constantly.
Do a barrel roll.
They will still have something exposed. Okay, so you're flying out. We have a general idea of how you're spinning, but your bow and your starboard is still going to be exposed. And let's do that.
All right. So grav drive,
Yeah.
or is it still pulse while we're down here?
No, it is pulse. It is only pulse when you're driving the launch or to the little vehicle.
Okay. So
Pulse
it's grav
works
drive.
by like pushing your vehicle with like a tractor beam rather than encompassing your vehicle and moving it. That's what grav does.
Right.
That's the difference. So
Alrighty.
your grav drive has you'd have to use atmospheric thrusters, which you don't have right now, to get away because you're in the atmosphere.
Oh,
That's
I see.
the mod. You can't use the orbital injectors until you're in orbit.
Right.
If they
So
follow you.
So I can't burn any charge here.
You
for
can,
advantage.
but you'd have to burn 2 just to get 1.
Yeah.
That would suck. You don't have to.
Alright,
Oh, your
so this-
overcharge was on.
Might be worth it. 'cause-
Oh. Okay, so I don't know why the overcharge was on. You had an overcharge on and 2. I'm going to give you your 2 back and remove the overcharge. So you currently have 2.
Oh, on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar.
That was wrong because you can't do your overcharge until you have 3 charge. So Somebody screwed up. It's not
Well, we did have 3 charge on the ship at the start of this session.
Good.
Did you?
Yeah, we did.
Because who used the point from...
I used 1.
Okay, you used 1, and he used 1. I screwed up because I didn't notice the overcharge. So you're down to 2 charge, because the first one you used was the overcharge.
Right.
You actually should have used that for the stealth. Oh, you did. You failed.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the overcharge you were supposed to have used. Got it.
Okay.
We accidentally did everything okay.
It's all fine. I fixed it.
As usual.
Okay, fly on out of there, dude. Roll those dices. Your difficulty
Please fly on out. Maybe.
They don't have any particular ability with this.
So I mean, should we try to shoot at them first and see if we can coordinate to get you an extra die to fly us out of here? Is that how that works, right?
That can work, yeah.
Sure.
That's good thinking.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's use the game system
Some
mechanics.
cover fire.
Yeah, cover fire.
Yeah, so you can fire just to make it hard for them to follow you if you want. So so it's just if you succeed on that, you don't hurt them at all. You just
fire.
You just make it hard. They can't fly that way because you're basically shooting pulse that direction.
Yes, let's do
So
that.
they have to fly directly into a pulse.
Oh, excellent. I'll direct my fire right in that spot.
Yeah. Let's do that, man.
Okay.
So you can use your space targeter if you want, but it is only 1 point. And you're using your artillery and your pulse projection.
Yes.
And the difficulty is... are you trying to stop both of them or just one of them? Them as a group or just one of them?
As a group.
So 5 difficulty. I'll allow you to do that. You can't normally just target them, but because you're not actually targeting them, you're just trying to make it hard for you to be followed. We'll say
You're shooting in a wide array.
Yeah.
It's a tactical shot. Do I spend my own charge or is it the ship charge?
It's always ship charge when you're using ship
Right.
stuff.
Okay. I will keep it. I'll just keep it as it is.
Okay. Fire away.
All right. 5. Bam. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah.
Okay. So
You did it.
So basically you reconfigure a little bit and the blast you fire out is really, really wide. It's huge. It's just really big and it kind of just covers that area. And if they if they fly through it, they might take damage, so they kind of have to fly around it.
Right.
So you get a bonus of 1. And they are kind of blocked. You kind of basically blockaded them.
Sweet.
With deadly blaster fire.
Yeah.
So the threat is...
The threat is because you're trying to get away from all of them. 5.
All right. I can do this. Hold on to your butts.
Ooh! You get to charge the ship's reactor.
Nice.
And you just basically... You just like... and blast out of there, shooting this giant blast of blaster fire behind you, and you're just like orbit, and you get away.
Boom.
So like that would be what we would call the flee. Encounter outcome and success.
We fleed.
Pursue flee. You got away. There you
Yeah.
go. Good job. Okay, so you're in orbit. And moving away through space towards where? Going back to port?
Go
Home
forward.
port?
How secure are like communications? Is it?
They're pretty good. There's no reason to. I mean, if you're wanting them to attack right away, if that's why you were trying to give your info right away, then you could totally.
I mean, I definitely want to get news of the location back to, as quickly as possible, because we did not manage to do that stealthily, so they may suspect that we know where. They don't necessarily know that we successfully scanned their base, but they certainly are going to have a suspicion. So
yeah, if they're smart, they must assume, right?
Okay.
They could detect us scanning, though, right?
So why don't we take a break right now, and we'll come back, and you can have your conversation with your glorious patron over the comms. And
Sounds good. 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes sounds good.
All right.
See you guys then.
Ciao.
Cool.